Because it wasn't until late last year that I actually developed an understanding for this. So being able to have this conversation is a little new to me, but I got a better understanding now. All right.
Listen to me when I say this. Do not have kids if you don't know the possibilities of your chance, the possibility and risk of your kids having Down syndrome, autism, being on the spectrum, cerebral palsy, all the above. Do not have kids. So from time to time, I let my son come in here and play with his toys. He was way too quiet. Like, bro, this is the type of shit you gotta deal with.
So I'm gonna give my little breakdown, man. But people that have children that are on the spectrum, like honestly, words can't describe like what y'all go through. Like, and again, before the end of last year, I actually had the opportunity to work with those children, those kids, and again, I have definitely a newfound respect for people with autism, parents that have children with, I'm just gonna say this, just on the spectrum. Like, it's tough, man. It's tough.
Water on the floor. He put the cashews and water in a blender and poured it on a plate and missed the plate. I'm tired. I'm tired. Every day is something. And then on top of that, me not having help from nobody, having no support system, nobody. He's with me 24/7. If you don't have no support system, if nobody's willing to get your kids and keep them a couple days so you can accomplish stuff, do stuff, get a peace of mind, even for a couple hours, don't have no kids.
So there's a few different things that I want to point out with this. You can get help, okay? Don't think that, if you have a child that's on the spectrum, that there are not people out here that's willing to help you. Programs that's put in place that can help you. ABS, therapy, you just have to reach out and seek help. You can go online, you can type in, ABA therapy or whatever, and I'm pretty sure something will pop up, and they will try to work with you, try to get your kids into something. And you got some children that are literally in those centers from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. It just kind of depends or whatever. And while they are there, they have people that specialize in that type of work that's going to help, put certain things into place to where they'll be a little bit more, trying to figure out how to put this, man. They can function a little bit better. All right, it's definitely baby steps. It's definitely like a crawl before you walk type of thing. But I have literally seen people go to these things and improve. Children go there and improve. And I think the youngest that I've seen is 2 years old. Like, it starts early. I want to say it may even start before that, man. So don't think that nobody is going to help you. There is help out there. I don't want anybody to feel like, it's hopeless. Nobody's in your corner. Like, I definitely wanted to make sure that I did a reaction for this video, because again, man, this thing definitely hits different now compared to, about a year ago, before I actually got a better understanding for this.
Every day I tell myself, like, this is just too much for me. And then I question myself. And then I just be feeling like you don't even deserve.
They go through it, bro.
It's just not fair. It's just not fair. I was talking to his dad and I asked him, I said, name one thing it is that you want to do. that you can't do because you have kids. And he just sat there quiet and looking at me and couldn't say nothing. He told me we'll finish the conversation when I make it home. Do y'all think we got on the phone and talked about it? Or said one word about it? No. Like, I try to get him.
So here's the thing, man, because that was going to be the next question that I was going to ask. Like, where is the dad? Like, again, when you have a child, and I'm speaking for a person, even though I've been around, it's completely different. Of course, if you're in that situation, and you know, I can't speak to that. Like, I don't know, honestly, like the feeling of what she's going through, but I know it's tough. I know it's hard. I know, you know, it's probably moments where she feels helpless because trying to reach children, people under the spectrum, like, it's like you don't know. You don't know. One minute it can be good, and the next, bro, all heck can freaking break loose. And you're literally just sitting there just wondering, like, yo, what the freak did I do? What can I do? What am I supposed to do? How can I help? And again, you're gonna feel helpless a lot of those times, man. Even though they even tried to prep us, you know, before we even got to that, you have to take a bunch of tests. Like they literally take you through the doggone ringer, man, before they put you in the front of those clients and try to prep you and get you ready for those things. But that was gonna be the next question that I asked. Like, where's the dad and what's going on? And I know she's frustrated, but I'm pretty sure he's probably in the same boat. Like, you know what I mean? When you look to a man, you're hoping that he has the answers, and the truth is, men don't always have the answers. You know what I mean? I mean, men and women, sometimes we just making it up as we go. And, you know, some guys aren't open. Most guys probably aren't open with, you know, speaking and talking about their feelings. And most guys don't want it to come out of their mouth. I don't know. I honestly, I can't tell you. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have to seek some help, some guidance from professionals that actually know and understand us. Because most people that are dealing with autistic children, this is their first autistic child. So they're like, yo, what do you mean?
Their child has autism. In the living room. We already live in a 1-bedroom. You can see how big my house is. Literally the hallway room, living room. Like, I try to give him the freedom to at least play in his bounce house and play with his toys, but I can't even do that. I can't even do that. I ain't had my eyes off of him for long. He kept running back and forth from the room to in the living room. Sometimes I really feel like God put too much on me that I can't handle it. I can't handle this. I just can't do it no more. I can't.
What pissed me off though, man, you have people that be down in the comments and stuff, and they think stuff like this is funny, man. Like, y'all don't understand, man. Some of those people be close to their freaking breaking point. Because this is something that they have to deal with 24/7. And it's different when you're actually speaking to somebody that understands, and, you know, you have the right tools where you can get through certain things. It's tough, man.
And if he had somebody that would get him, so I can at least mentally get myself together and take care of stuff I need. He got kicked out of another daycare. He with me. He been with me for 3 weeks. I can't even work. I can't even attempt it, and if I do, he gotta be with me and be in danger. Go get on the potty if you boo-boo. Like, we've been working on stuff, potty training. He's potty trained. He's 2, he fully potty trained. I'm going through a lot, and it just don't make it no better. I be wanting to give up everything, and it's just not fair to him at all. It's not fair to me. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
So again, man, what I would say to people that are going through those, because yes, again, I did do ABA therapy for a few months. Was I perfect at my job? Absolutely not. Did I have all the answers? Absolutely not. Did I ask 1,000,000 questions and probably got on a lot of people's nerves that had more experience? Probably. And even with all those months up under my belt, I never still really understood everything, because different children, different behaviors, different approaches, and it's going to be something new every day. Like, no day was the same going into, that center and seeing those kids, because I also want to put this out there. Not every situation was like this. When I tell you, I've had some of the most beautiful moments and seeing, again, children that were on the spectrum accomplish some phenomenal things. I'm just sitting there looking in freaking disbelief. I'm just like, yo, you're how old? And you're able to do this? I know children that aren't on the spectrum and they're not doing this. Doing some phenomenal work. And I definitely got to credit that to, the place that I work and the people that I work with, the BTs, the RBTs, the BCBAs, like the team, the parents as well. Definitely got to put that out there, man. And the legal guardians and the people that work with those children. Like, it takes a community. It takes everybody to pitch in and try to help these children and equip them with the things that they're going to need later on in life. And again, putting this out there, man, listen, you can get help. Do not think that you're on your own. There are plenty of programs out there that would be more than willing to help you, to help your child, to help your children that are on the spectrum. I'm telling you, they are out there. We just got to do a little bit more research, ask some questions. Y'all know how big I am on that. Ask the right questions, man. If you don't know, go to YouTube, go to TikTok, do some research. And if a question pops up in your doggone head, jot it down, reach out and call a professional or specialist. And again, just milk them for everything, man. You got people on there, even if they aren't able to get you immediate help, those questions that you have can be answered. And they don't mind, they don't have a problem with answering those questions and giving you some assistance, even from on the phone, by email, text message, whatever. Like, help is out there. I just wanted to put that out there, man. That was definitely one of the tough videos that I wanted to go through, because I don't just want to be one-sided when I'm doing content creating now. Like, I want to try to provide as much information as possible and take like my actual lived experience and give y'all my opinion, my professional opinion, or my real life experiences without saying, too much, because, most of that stuff like that is confidential. But yeah, man, still being respectful about it, but trying to provide people with that information.
I'll tell you.
All right.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa.